You are either in sin or you are in Christ. When I read the writings of Paul, I find this dichotomy. And when you read through the book of Romans, you find that this idea develops through the mind of Paul, that sin is not simply what you do, it's a condition that you have. And so when you say you're either in Christ or you're in sin, this is an ontological statement, a statement of your being. You, in the core of the identity of who you are, is either in sin or in Christ. What does that mean? I think the easiest way for me to parallel it, even though it won't be an exact replica in parallel or metaphor, is trauma. We know that there is generational trauma, and there's also epigenetics, where you can feel some of the traumatic events from your lineage through your genetics. Some people wonder if these are where phobias come from. So sin is something that we inherit through our previous lineage, through Adam. Much like there are a lot of trauma cycles that we can also inherit through our parents and their parents and their parents and so on. Now, trauma does not affect your ontology of who you are at your core. But sin condition is that idea that even if you're a good person, you can have this idea of these are the things I want to do, these are the things I don't want to do because this is against my character or for my character, but you don't do them. You make mistakes. We all have pitfalls. We all have moments. And those are the sins, right? But the condition of sin is that even though you know better, you still make mistakes. Why? Because there's a power that is over you, that even though you desire to do good, you find yourself doing things that aren't good, not intentionally, sometimes it's unintentionally. But this is part of what it looks like to be misaligned and out of union with the original intention of how God was in harmony with mankind. Mankind was in harmony with self as well as others, and they were in harmony with creation, and everything was in union and ultimate harmony with one another. And as soon as sin entered, as soon as the fall happened, there's now misalignment. That misalignment that I'm talking about, that's sin. Within humanity now, we are no longer born into a condition of perfect harmony and alignment. So then, when we're saying in Christ, we're saying we've been brought back into harmony and alignment. That's an ontological statement. That's not a statement of we're going to be perfect creatures here forward. That's to say our position is no longer one that is limited by sin condition, but now we have victory over it. And whether we ever get to the place where we have complete freedom from our sin condition, that's the outworking of sanctification. But our eternal hope is that regardless of if we make it or not, our position is no longer in sin. And so our judgment is no longer going to be on the basis of we are in sin and personal responsibility. Instead, our judgment and the way God looks at us is now going to be as a placement of in Christ.